Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So glad each and every one of you can make it. Tonight, we're going to do a first. I'm going to put one of these together. So let's get to it. Again, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So glad each and every one of you can make it. Now, I have never, ever put one of these kits together before. And I know it's not hard. It's just a couple of screws. The hardest thing is making up your mind which set of wheels you want. Tires. Do we want black walls with black rims? Do we want white letters with chrome rims? Do we want the white letters with the black and the black with the chrome? That's going to be the hardest part. This one only has one engine, so there's really no choosing there. You got to use that one because of that big honking hood scoop. So, with that stated, let's see if I can cut this bad boy open without messing anything up. Because I might want to use something that's in here for something else. Because if you guys didn't know it, I am in the process, sorry, didn't mean to bump you, of making me a diorama. So, with that stated, I may want to use stuff like this on one of the walls, or that on one of the walls. So I want to save stuff like that. And here's the instructions, of course. Edelbrock equipped. Like I said, I may want to use that, I just don't know. I'm saving all this stuff like that until I get there, and we'll find out then. There's that, and the wheels, of course. Yep, I got that tape too. And they have good QC about putting tape on this stuff to hold it in. Why can't they have good QC about putting the cars together? Throw that in the trash. See what we got here. Pack of axles and the tires and wheels. I mean, they give you good wide slicks for it. Look at that. Some good honking slicks. I think I'm going to go black. I'm a chrome guy, but I think on this one I'm going to go black with the white letters. We'll get to that here in just a minute. Look at that. Paint already missing off of the ramp. I mean, I can fix that. That's no big deal. I know I've got another one of these, but it's not an Edelbrock one. I may touch up that with some red and do some detailing, like painting the reservoir black like it's supposed to be and the motor silver. And I may grind those off and just use that. But anyhow, with that stated, I'm not going to use that screwdriver, little diddly thing. I'm going to use this one. So let's get this bad boy apart. First thing you got to do is take these screws out, holding the lift to the base. I mean, you can do it the other way and take the car out first, but the way you have to hold this to loosen and take the screws out, I figure doing it this way is better because I can't drop the car and hit the, look at that, more paint missing there. I can't drop the car and hit the lift and end up messing the paint up on the car. So I'm trying to use a little bit of preventative heartache procedure here, because I don't want to mess it up. Ivan 55 Gasser was so kind and generous to send this to me, and these things ain't cheap, I know. I've looked at them before and I just haven't found one that I really wanted, and now my Walmart don't carry any M2s hardly at all. I am trying so desperately to find a few of the trucks, but definitely the black Bandit trucks. I'm trying to find those. I really want them, but see how good that looks. if I just like I said, do a little detail work on that, grind that off, hit that with some red paint. That will be good to go. Now we can see the car better. That's a very nice car. Very nice. So now we just take the 2 screws out of the bottom. And that's one of the things about M2s. They use screws to hold everything together, which is good. But with that stated, their QC about parts not being on and the bases being broken because they over tighten these screws and just so many different things gives them a really bad name. A really bad name. Because I was sent a chase set, the hauler with the car, and the dang, just looking real quick, the dang base of the car was busted in 2 pieces. I'm looking at the instructions and man, there's all the pieces once you take everything apart. And see, this is just generic descriptions because I'm showing that, then putting the hood back on. But you got to disassemble it first because it's already together. That makes no sense. So we're just going to wing it. I know that I have to take the car apart, so let's start by doing that. And I'm going to try not to get my screws mixed up. Because I don't want to lose anything. Alright, so that's got a tab. It goes in the back. It goes where the license plate is. Trying to get it to focus for you. There's a little slit right there that you can see. That tab goes in it. Okay. So there's that. We got to do some disassembling, like I said. Nice looking interior, roll bar and everything. I don't think I need to take the hood completely off to get the engine in there. I honestly don't. Let's see, there's the radiator, so that goes in there like that. Snaps in. Well, I guess I do need to take the hood off so I can make certain I get this right. To do that, you have to take the steering wheel and dash out, and then the hood will come out the top ever so gently. Now we can see that really good. Let me turn y'all around just a hair. See, there's a little piece of red right there, and then the small one. And what you can do is you can heat that up, and that will melt it just ever so slightly. But instead of doing that, I'm just going to add a dab of super glue, because I'm not going to be taking it back apart. So a dab of super glue will do. Make sure I have it pushed in there really good. Dab of super glue just like that. Now sit there for a second while I put everything back up. Put just a little bit of light pressure on it for a few seconds and then it will be good to go. And we put this bad boy together. While that's curing, as a matter of fact, let's do something else. Let's get the tires and wheels ready. One. Look how wide those back tires are. Wow. Now let's get the axles out. Some kind of way, yeah. More tape. Imagine that. Where's my knife? Two back and two front, I presume. So I'll put that up there with that, and I'll use that for another casting. First things first, I want my white letters out. I gotta tell you, getting that rim and that big old piece of rubber there, that was a job. My suggestion is going from the backside. Keep your mind out of the gutter. Now I'm gonna do the other three and get these installed. Alrighty, now let's look. If you look at this, you can see the back takes that narrow axle. And the front takes the long axle. So we can go ahead and stick those in. Might have to lay it down on something and gently persuade it. Like so. Make sure the tire's on there good. If you don't, it won't want to spin. See how it's kind of wobbling? Because it's not seated on the rim just perfectly. This side looks good. This side, not so much. So I'm going to have to work on that a little bit. But do the same to the back. Alright, that looks good. Now she's a free roller. Let's put that engine and body and stuff back together. All I have to do is reverse the process. They recommend taking the door and everything apart. I ain't doing all that. Look at that. Oh yeah, it looks real good. Needs to be a little bit tighter. You go too tight, the hood won't want to open at all. You go too loose and it flops around. And then something. The intake, the carburetors are hitting the hood, but that's okay. I'll put the interior back in it. Put the base on it. Oh, gotta put the tab back in, like such. Screw it back in. And look at that bad boy. Let's put her on the turntable, shall we? First time I've ever put one of these together. It's not hard at all. Like I said about M2 quality, I've got the engine pushed all the way down, but it's hitting the carburetors are hitting the intake, so you know how that is. But I greatly appreciate Ivan sending this to me because I didn't have this one. Now I have it in the collection, and it'll always be here. I really like this casting a lot. Ivan, thank you, brother. And thank all of you for coming along for the ride. Till next time, get out there and hunt. If you don't hunt, you will not find. We'll see you next video. Thanks for watching.